Welcome to Area 8. You have myself, Dave, your host, and co host, Jay Slater, here to talk about what's going on at the match. Now that we have about a day and a half's worth of scores, we can talk some scores. I haven't heard of any major issues on any of the bays or the stages. Everything seems to be running rather smooth. And clearly they're shooting because I'm sure you can hear it.
Yep. We are, as you can probably hear, we're right next to Bay 4, one of the bigger stages. We haven't gotten video of that one yet, at least not today, I don't think. But we'll take a look at some of the scores, like Dave said, and see where people are stacking up after about half of this first full day of the main match.
Let me just kind of clean this up a little bit. We'll get it in the middle where you guys can see it a little better. There we go.
Well, I guess we'll start where we usually start with Carry Optics.
Carry Optics. Oh, look at there. Mr. Castro right up on top.
Not surprising. He had a very good day here shooting Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
he did the Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning routine because he's probably teaching somewhere.
That seems like I think I saw on Instagram that he's off to maybe Texas for a class.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, no, that's an aggressive schedule. But if you know Tom, he seems like an aggressive schedule kind of guy. Anyway, looking a little bit further down the list in Carry Optics, we have Wes Cronin there sitting in second place. We'll take a look at his scores real quick. Yeah, and I think that second place is the kind of second place that's likely to hold up. At least the percentage he's at right now. There may be people in between Tom and him, or above them as the Super Squad shoots tomorrow and Sunday. But you know, if you look at his average points lost and his points lost on each stage, he's having a fairly consistent day. It looks like he took one stage win on the bus stage, and is in general kind of sticking around that 90% level of Tom.
The bus stage, the infamous bus.
Hopefully not too infamous.
No, that would definitely be one. If you could shoot, that's definitely one you want to shoot. That and the boat and the bus.
It is. They're kind of the some of the more unique stages here, at least as far as shooting areas go. Although it's hard. It's also hard to argue with the swinging sliders and the bobbing sliders and the sliding poppers.
It is. It just depends on if you want an experience inside of something or you want to engage unique targetry.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's what it boils down to. So what are we looking at in the other? So that's Carry Optics. What about Open?
Over in Open, we have Kang Joe up on top and Ron Kiesel in second, at the moment at least. Ron's our local guy. The mind behind the steel targets, the moving targets you see at Greater Pittsburgh, and a lot of the other steel props as well. A little bit further down the list. Well, I guess I'll talk about my Western Pennsylvania guys because that's where I'm from. Kyle Conepa and Jeff Morse there, both again fairly local. It's good to see them so high up, as well as Stephen Westcott. I believe he's from Ohio, but again, another kind of roughly this corner of Area 8 or Eastern Area 5. Those people. Nice to see those people putting in good showings.
And no need to get confused. This is not a Steve Anderson podcast, even though there is random dog noise. So we are live at Area 8. We have not kidnapped Steve nor his dogs.
All right.
What about Limited Optics?
Let's take a look at Limited Optics.
Those are the top three divisions in the sport.
It is. As always, there in second and third, you've got a dynamic duo of Wampler and Grossbay. They're always, I feel like, trading blows when they shoot the same divisions.
Who are we talking about?
David Wampler and Kevin Grossbay.
Oh,
they're always right
Right
next to each other as far as scores go. I feel like.
Yes, they are. And I didn't think they were supposed to both be shooting the same division initially, so that's a late change.
Yeah, on my on the registration sheets I've got, I see David in Open, but I guess he decided to switch when he got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So Joey Sauerland shot yesterday. What's limited looking like?
Limited is currently looking like a Joey Sauerland domination. I don't recall who else is registered in limited. That might change. I guess Shane is, right? Shane Coley is shooting limited.
Right. So at least he'll have some competition.
Right. That it will likely be closer than the 38% lead that Joey's sitting on right now. But
right. Oh goodness.
It's worth taking a moment to talk about. I think the how neat the practice score average points lost feature is. That's something that I kind of wanted to do in analyst, but they beat me to it. It takes basically the number of points back a shooter is on a stage and averages that across all their runs, and assumes when you have the high available box checked that they'll continue to shoot at that level. So in essence, what it does is it gives you a kind of a view into the match, like a view into the future, as long as every shooter continues to shoot at roughly their average. So yeah, when we talk about standings, we can do that with a fair bit of reliability because, again, most people usually shoot about their average, more or less.
It's kind of hard to talk over the guns as they're shooting. The bays right here beside us are all in use, so sometimes it's even hard hearing Jay as he's talking right 4 feet from me. So
I do with the monitors. It does sound like it's better on stream than it is in person, which is actually I feel like that's an improvement over yesterday.
That well, anything's an improvement over the beginning of yesterday.
Oh yeah, so, no,
that's for sure.
We've got things much better now, I think. All right, so that is limited. I don't think there's been enough activity in other divisions yet to talk about it. I guess we got a couple of folks shooting production, 5 or 6. It's an interesting result. Lee Fulton, again, a local guy, commonly shoots production in USPSA and shoots a lot of IDPA as well. Kind of makes the local circuit a fair bit. He's doing well against the competition so far in production. Although I believe there are people like Matt Nash yet to shoot right there. He's going to be on the weekend.
Yep.
And Matt, of course, is a very good production shooter. I'd expect to see him do very well in the overall. Well, in the production standings, anyway.
Yeah, I would agree.
I guess this is a
master class,
a production
shooter,
a production 15 major now. One of the
I guess
not one of the first examples.
Okay.
But it's I still have in my head the picture of production as a 10-round division. So it's I think you'll likely see production closer to, say, Carry Optics and Limited than you would have in years past, just because they've got those extra 5 rounds per magazine. Allows a little bit more aggression on stages and allows maybe 1 or 2 fewer reloads every couple of stages. I think we'll take a look at single stack. I know James McGinty. James McGinty is currently the only person shooting single stack, or at least the only person who's recorded scores so far. So obviously he's in the lead. But I think looking at the rest, he's very likely to take that one.
Yeah. I would say there's a very good chance he's going to take that one.
PCC could be interesting. We've got a couple of good PCC shooters here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I forgot about that. So
Corey Shield, again, more or less Western Pennsylvania guy, and match sponsor, I believe. He's got Shield Manufacturing sponsoring a stage. He's currently in the lead. I'm curious who else we've got coming in. Riley Fox, Greg Robinson, some other GMs at least who could put a challenge, mount a challenge to Corey's lead right now. Anthony Zabonik too. I think he's, according to Elo, I'm pretty sure he's up in that same region and could make a run at it.
Okay.
Revolver, just me, and a couple of other guys who are shooting on the weekend. I think it's fair to say I'm probably going to win that one. I don't. Not to toot my own horn or anything.
Well, Jay, if you don't, we can't be friends. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Not saying, I'm just saying.
All right, and I think it's two limited 10 shooters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will say this in Dave Elhasso's defense. He's told me that he'd rather be shooting limited or open, but he doesn't want to do that until Ruger makes a double stack 2011, a double stack 1911 rather. He doesn't want to do the thing where he pays like Infinity or Atlas to make a gun and then puts Ruger on the slide. He wants it to actually be a Ruger if he's going to shoot it. So I can respect that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that, and then I guess he doesn't shoot single stack because he and James like to stay off of each other's toes.
Ah, okay.
I think that covers the divisions, right?
That's all the divisions right there. Yep.
Yeah. Well, let me. I'll stop that share, I guess, and maybe I shouldn't have done that so quickly.
That's okay.
Anyway, I can pull up. We've got a couple of stage runs we can show you.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure. Well, we've got like I said, there's David Wampler's run on stage 8 that I think we got both on the ground footage from our on the ground cameraman. I haven't checked with him if we should say his real name, but he's at Wolf_1775 on Instagram, so you can follow his stuff there. So
do you have it handy where we can share it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull up in just
all right
here.
All right. Well, there's a bonus video for you here in just a moment.
A couple of bonus videos, even.
Okay.
I'll share it as a
more than one. There it is.
Okay. I hope that'll.
So this is Wampler.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Okay. And you said stage 8?
Yes. So
all right. So Wampler stage 8.
That playing in a second. There we go.
I'm not gonna lie. The angle, I was just looking at that. I thought Dave fumbled his gun. I thought he was trying to catch his gun. I was like, oh my God. All right. Clearly he's making ready.
Yeah,
Is there audio with this thing?
It took me a second to figure out what was coming from outside, what was coming from inside. But we should hear some gunshots when he starts.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to break out my earbuds for the next one. All right.
You might have the same problem I do that, with the way we're monitoring our audio, it comes in about half a second later. And you may know that's probably the worst possible way to try and listen to it. Actually, I can jump ahead in this a little bit. I know he false starts, I think, the beep once. Oop.
Too much caffeine.
And we're off. Stage 8's an unloaded start, you may remember.
He's running that LO gun.
Yep.
Goodness. Yeah, making quick work.
Absolutely. I think a fairly standard target order given the way that stage is shaped. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
It's just a lot of back and forth movement.
Yes, that one, as we said during the preview show, is kind of an agility test in the middle of the shooting test.
Yeah,
and I think he came through that pretty well.
Yeah, I thought he did really well. He zipped right through there.
Let me bring up now. Got the overhead as well.
Oh, there we go. So you have drone footage of Wampler doing 8 also?
I do, yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Same stage. Dave Wampler, his limited optics gun, but now you get a view from above, and I know there's no audio.
Yeah.
Because the drones don't have microphones, so
I do have the audio. I've got the audio they recorded on my phone. I just haven't had time to mix them together yet.
Okay. Well, that's good. I can hear. I can talk. So
yeah.
So this probably makes a little bit more sense seeing this view, because you can actually see what he's doing, where he's aiming.
Yeah.
You see the little S turn there. He needs to work on his Audi Quattro grip on the bottom of his shoes.
Yeah, I want to point out.
I've actually seen several people. If you're not careful, you can lose your footing right there.
Very easily, yeah. So the range surface here is gravel. It's pretty fine gravel, but there's a little bit of slip to it. So if you're not really well planted, you can lose a foot.
Yeah. You definitely want to be focused on that.
I want to point out something he does really well here. As he's coming into this first position, the gun's up on that target, and it stays up right in onto the, I guess, the no shoot partially takes through the port on the left at the very beginning of that position. Yeah, gun up, gun stays up as he comes into the next stop.
Okay.
And we also talked briefly, he and I, after that stage run. So we'll run that now too.
Okay. stand by for more David Wampler. Coming soon to a screen near you.
All right, here we go. All right, that was David Wampler after stage 8 this morning, and like I said, there are a lot of interesting challenges out on the ground at this one.
All right. So is it all we were?
Well, I've got. I also have one with Ryan Huang. I don't know how much we're doing this afternoon. We do have more video to capture out in the base.
Let's go ahead and show Ryan, because I have other stuff too.
Oh,
You'll have more stuff. Yep. We'll have a lot more stuff.
Let's talk. So Ryan, we caught up with on stage 2. You may know him better by his Instagram thing, Rusty Turbos.
Rusty Turbos.
Yeah. So we'll get him, I guess, from the ground first. Again, with the making ready.
Yep. Well, at least I'm not. At least it doesn't look like he fumbled his gun. Was that Team Monsoon?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Team Monsoon. All right. Boy, that's like right in your living room. Now, is Ryan running limited optics or carry optics?
That's a good question. Let's go to the source and find out.
Okay. While he's checking that out, another run. What stage was that, Jay? Do you know?
That is stage 2.
Stage 2. Okay. So that's not stage 1 is the one with the far targets, right?
With the far targets is stage 10, I believe.
Oh, stage 10. The other one with a 0 bomb.
Yep, exactly. No, okay. we have some footage of that too, just not fully cut together.
Yeah. We can wait.
Got to save some stage videos for later, of course. Too.
Okay.
I had an interview with Ryan. I haven't got a chance to put it onto a thing I can show to you just yet, but we'll have that next time for the next update, or maybe as an Instagram upload somewhere in between.
And what was Ryan shooting?
He was shooting carry optics.
Carry optics. Yeah. Okay.
Stage 2 is another interesting one, I think, with in terms of very positional shooting. I think I do actually. I've got the drone of that one as well. If you want to play that.
Yeah, let's show that.
It's always good to get that overhead perspective after we've seen the run close.
I think it might not be a bad idea if we could somehow combine the first person or third person view below and the
I thought about doing like
drone above
the stack view. I just again one of those things I didn't quite have time to put together.
Right.
So I've got that ready. All right, there you go. Stage 2, of course, sponsored by Excalibur Ammunition.
Oh yeah, that's here you definitely get a better idea of the size of the actual stage. A lot of quick lateral movement.
Yeah, definitely one you could do a number of ways, like a large number given what a small stage it is.
Right.
That start in the middle leaves you room to go back or forward first. You can kind of pick your favorite side. You can choose to go forward or back. There's a little bit of opportunity to shoot on the move into forward positions or backward ones, depending on how you come into them.
There you go. All right, we should probably save the rest for.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we'll save more videos for later. And what time do you think we should go live again?
well, I've heard something about the staff dinner being at 6, so maybe we go a little bit before then.
5?
Yeah, 5 sounds good.
All right. So come back around 5 p.m. We'll post something on social media too, and we will go live. We'll have more videos for you at that time. Thanks for tuning in.
See you later, everybody.